issue, right? They have to go towards the dip, and now they're coming straight into Banthem. Sparking finds 80.
Oh my god.
Baseland will fall. Shrimps goes down, but Tiggleton able to do damage alongside the team. And now Sonic's full-on pull-up, take out Dignitas as well, so they get 2 teams out on this side of the circle. And they've made space for themselves. We're down to just 3 teams, 2 of which have all 4 players alive. Fury, not in the need to take this fight right now, but if they can, they want to do damage towards Sonics, and they take out H-Win.
What a nade! He spotted H-Win. Low health, trying to just take that position to heal up. And that now puts Sonics down to just the 2 remaining players. They made the right call. There wasn't a whole lot of other space that they could achieve. Fury were taking their time to push on to TSM, who obviously now started to push out, take the fight. Tiggleton headshot down at just 20 health. Still has 2 nades, 3 Molotovs, could maybe just pull back. But for TSM, they should have so much utility. They have not had to get into a single fight at the moment. They have not even had to push out. Tiggleton tries to push up, get close, but Fury are playing for position. They're playing to win this game.
Exactly. You couldn't have said it any better. They are playing to try and win this one. They want to have the last circle shift off while the commotion has happened uphill, and now they get the perfect shift down towards the southeast as well. They win off. They allow for Sonics and TSM to take the fight to one another, and now they split off. But Ronan and Viking and Mukau have to do a ton of damage to TSM leaving this position. If they succeed in doing so, Flood sits pretty much on the dot right now. Inside only has a tree for cover, but he's inside the circle. Most importantly here, Flood, you do not get knocked. Rather sit tight and wait. The fight will have to happen eventually. That's going to be Viking, Mukau, and Ronan's responsibility. You don't peek before your teammates up close start shooting.
Yep, 100% spot on. There's absolutely no reason for Flood and or Insight to peek. Ronan should be able to open things up. Doesn't get the knock. And obviously now position given away. Still got Tiggleton and Mime on the other side of this compound. Cannot forget about that. Ronan with a massive nade. Purdy and Luke 12 have not realized what's just hit them. And TSM have not had to move from heaven at all. But soon in a couple of moments, they might be finding themselves in hell.
Lord, the nade. Purdy might be able to crawl back to safety. Circle is closing in, but of course incredibly slow at that. But again, if you're Flood, if you're inside, play this one, play time. Don't overstep your boundaries here. Just wait it out and hope that Viking and Mukau and Ronan can hold off together in the meantime. Remaining 2 Sonics players up need to go downhill. Hands being thrown on forward. Here comes the blue, and it's turning like hell.
Was that an opportunity? Then maybe TSM have been able to fall away, get players back up, and still have a chance here. Big knock from Tiggleton onto Viking and Mukau. Luke 12 goes down. It's just Aussies everywhere at the moment here at the Grand Survival. Cow almost finished off. Ronan's down, so only the 2 remaining. Flood gets knocked as well from Penta! Alo and Penta, you've still got the Sonics alive. Tiggleton and Mime, how are they still breathing? Insight, you do not need to move from that tree. Allow these remaining players here at the bottom of heaven to fight each other. Tiggleton loses to Penta. Mime is still healing. Insight peeks, sees if he can find someone, and he may just be able to, but no, the smoke conceals him at the last minute.
Tries to let them fight, but knows he has to do some sort of damage. He's only got a tree for cover. I'm not sure exactly how many smokes Inside has got to work with, but you can see all the smokes being utilized here. Sonics back up to 2 alive. TSM maintaining 2 players on their feet, but no real mets to get them going. Fury Inside able to find Mime once more. I don't think there's going to be a rest possible here. Tiggleton trying to hold off against the 2 TSM players up close.
Inside, of course, got that knock of the Mime. But obviously now there's a chance for Tiggleton to go for that revive. Alo does not have a whole lot of information to go off, but he does now! Gets them both. It's a 2 versus 1.
Blood has been crawling for the better part of the last 3 minutes. Now nades are starting to fly on in. Inside, do you go for the rest here? There's still nades in the hands of Inside. You better damn use all of them. That one gonna be perfect. No, bounces a little far. Second one, does it hit him? It doesn't, but enough damage comes in. They're both down low. We saw the health.
He's reviving.
Before. We saw the utility, and he knows that he hit a good one, so he's able to get the res on up. Flood crawled the better part of 200 meters to be able to rest there. One more nade locked on forward. Penta prone. No damage done.
And it allows TSM to heal, but of course it allows Fury to get the revive. It's a classic 2v2. Insight has the tree. He's been here before. He doesn't quite see him inside of the grass. Another nade goes out. No, it's a flash onto Penta. That smoke dissipating! Here, our Fury! They are going to the grand final!
APAC had to pull through eventually, and the Aussies do it. You can see the joy. We barely even got over to the cameras before they were out of the chairs. I gotta say, Senox, I was real scared when Viking Amuka went down early, peeking Sonics. I thought that was unnecessary, but they managed to turn things around. The crawl of a century from Flood to get to safety on the other side, and Inside able to buy so much time for him and his team to make late game and win it in the end. What a hell of a performance from Fury.
I said they won it, and they did not let me down, not even a little bit. What a performance from the Aussies. Their time at PTC 21 continues. For now, though, we go back to the desk.
Thank you, gentlemen. There's a reason you're seeing Waiki Kamukau's heart rate spike at 182 beats per minute, because what did we just watch? What a...
There is a wind that blows between the worlds. This is not a place, after all. It is between places.
We know there's an urgent need to tackle climate change. Shell's target is to be a net zero emissions energy business by 2050, in step with society. That's why at Shell we strive to meet our customers' demand for more and cleaner energy. Getting to net zero means change. So we are transforming our business plans to meet our target as society progresses towards a lower carbon world.
Finish here to match number 1 for Grand Survival. Fury is able to take the win, and I gotta start with you, Rick, here as the representative of the region. What a win by Fury here. What a win.
Yeah, not only the team of Fury, the nation of Australia as well. The entire damn continent is on their feet for these boys right now. Couldn't be happier to see them finally make it. They were unable to get that qualification in week 2, and it's been a long ride. After not being able to play in PGIS, it's so great to see them get onto the stage for the grand finals. And not only that, but we also now have an APAC team there. They were the only team, or the only region, to not have representation, and now we've got it.
I think we're going to see 4 big reactions, 3 more after that one here as Fury does make the win happen. But some of the moves going on Godspeed in these final circles, this final moment, some awesome kind of interactions between those teams.
Man, I mean, you just saw that. Just to go back to that as well, you saw the absolute elation coming off the Fury boys when they won that game. I mean, the stress is wild. But yeah, you want to talk about the plays. Fury played this so well. Sonics as well. I mean, TSM, I'm actually a little disappointed with. Just the fact is they stood up the top of that on Heaven in that flat top, and they really didn't flex out at all. I mean, not even getting out of the buildings, just shooting some people off, right? They allowed Fury to get right up on their east side. They allowed him to get repositioned, and Fury chose the best times to rotate in, especially when Sonics decided to actually crash into that Dignitas phase combo. I mean, this game was absolutely wild.
That's the thing. I mean, we're talking about all these moments at the end here, Rick, and looking at how Fury moves towards the end, they can't make that move south if Sonics doesn't make that wrap round to the west-north side, right? So them understanding all of those kind of intricacies and finding these trees to play from towards the end, it won them the game, surely.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a lot of that towards the late stages of the game, where it's tempered aggression throughout the early mid stages, and then the absolute pop-off at the end, and look what it means to them. That is just ridiculous stuff to see, and there's going to be 3 more instances of that throughout the day. But they played very slowly. They kept to their area on the northeastern side around the mansion and made sure that no one was wrapping across towards them, trying to get in behind. That is crucial to do to control your position in the zone. And then really when it gets to that shift where Sonics, where 17, where BBL have nothing to play in the zone, their really only option is to make that wrap up north. That was kind of the limiting factor for TSM, or for Fury rather, to be able to wrap out and take more position in the zone. As soon as that's gone, that's where they pull the trigger. They take that wider split. It does come down to the wire inside alone for quite some portion, but finally able to get the revive onto Flood and almost punish for the split. But in the very end, it comes down to the zone control that they had. Too many off angles to deal with, and it's just enough for them to secure the win.
That's right. Fury gets themselves a grand final spot. They feel like they've been dealt a hard hand in 2021, but they're looking in that grand final to right the wrongs on their side of things. But, I mean, speaking of amazing performances here in this game, just North America as a whole, or Americas as a whole here, Godspeed, all really strongly, I feel, vying for that top spot here in this first game.
Yeah, absolutely. Making it all to I think it was the top 6. We saw TSM up there in heaven. We saw Dignitas, go to engage phase. Sonics was obviously alive for a while, as was Oath. They were kind of pinched between 17 and BBL for a while, but
yeah,
everyone kind of showing up. That was also just a really rough circle to play, especially when you already have, multiple teams sitting up in heaven there. And